Hey everyone, welcome back to That Magic Guy, your favorite corner on YouTube where we dive into the fascinating world of card magic. Today's trick is a gem from the book Descartes by Richard Vollmer. It's rooted in an old and beautiful principle from both mathematics and magic. It's clever, deceptive, and best of all, super fun to perform. I'm going to show you exactly how it works, break down the method, and teach you how to master it step by step. So, let's jump into it. Let's begin with a little idea. Chess is all about strategy. Every move is calculated, every play is planned. Dice, on the other hand, are pure chance. You roll, you hope, and you see what happens. Cards, though, cards lie somewhere in between. They blend strategy with luck, chaos with control. Today, we're going to play a little game that captures this blend perfectly. It's a game of dice, decisions, and cards. Would you like to play a game of courage and chance with me? Perfect. You're going to be awesome at this. So here's what we'll do. First, let me hand you these dice. As you can see, they're completely normal. Just standard dice, nothing funny going on here. Feel free to roll them around a bit, just to check them out. Now, I'd like you to roll both dice and stop whenever you're happy with the numbers. Let's say you roll a 4 and a 2. That gives us a total of 6. So we'll count down 6 cards from the top of the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now pick up any die and flip it over to its opposite side. For instance, if you flip the 2, the opposite is 5. Great. We'll now deal 5 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've now got one more roll to make. Go ahead, roll again, and let's see what you get. Let's say you roll a 1 this time. That gives us one more card. Now, add the values on both the dice and deal that many cards onto the table. Now take the card you've landed on and keep it face down. Don't show it to me. Don't even peek. That's your mystery card. We'll set the rest of the cards aside. Let's recap. You rolled dice completely at random. You flipped one over to its reverse side, a totally free choice. Then you rolled again. At each step, you made decisions, and yet somehow I already know what card you're holding. Let's prove it. We'll take the remaining cards that were dealt out in the last step. Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That tells me your mystery card must be a 7. But wait, is it a red 7 or a black 7? Let's use the cards to figure that out. We'll deal the cards in 2 piles, alternating colors, but we'll always start with black. Watch closely. Black, red, black, red, black, red, and finally, black. So that final card tells me it's a black 7. Now, is it a 7 of spades or a 7 of clubs? That I couldn't possibly know, but the card might know. Let's see. I'm going to feel what the card is trying to tell me by holding it like this. Maybe I can hear a whisper. Yes, it's telling me it's the 7 of spades. Go ahead, turn over your card. The 7 of spades. Incredible, right? But wait, you might be wondering, how did I know it wasn't the 7 of clubs? Well, that's because the 7 of clubs is right here. And just to eliminate any other possibility, you may be asking, how do I know it wasn't one of the red 7s? Well, they've been sitting over here the whole time. And that, my friends, is how you use the wisdom of the cards and a little bit of math to pull off something truly magical. But hang on. What if you picked another card? Like maybe an ace? Well, let's just say I might be able to do something with them too. And that is how you blow minds. Alright. Now that you've seen the performance, let me show you exactly how this works. There is a setup involved, but once you have it ready, the effect is nearly self-working. It uses a mathematical force that's disguised beautifully through dice rolls and layered decisions. Start by stacking the 7s in this order. 7 of diamonds, 7 of hearts, 7 of clubs, and finally the force card, 7 of spades. These are your key cards. On top of these, you're going to place 4 aces. I like to alternate their colors, black, red, red, black, but that's purely aesthetic. They're not used in the trick directly, just a nice kicker at the end. So, the final stack from top to bottom is 4 aces and 4 sevens with 7 of spades, the 8th card from top. You're now ready to perform. As you're introducing the idea about chess, dice, and cards being a hybrid of skill and chance, you can do a simple false shuffle. I prefer a basic overhand shuffle. You can simply start overhand shuffling the deck from the bottom, which is the faces of the cards. This also creates a good illusion of the cards actually mixing in a very random way. Go about halfway through the deck and simply place the shuffled pile on the table, and on top of it, place the other pile which has the setup. That preserves the entire stack at the top of the deck, unnoticed. Do this casually as you're speaking, and of course, if you are not comfortable with any false shuffles, simply skip this step. It isn't necessary. Now, give the spectator 2 dice. Ask them to roll the dice and stop when they're satisfied. Whatever total they roll, have them deal that many cards face down into a pile. Then ask them to pick either die, flip it to its opposite face, and add that number of cards on top of the pile. Now ask them to roll the same die once again and deal that number of cards too. That final pile, through this deterministic process, will always bring them to the 7 of spades, thanks to the mathematical positioning in the setup. Now, pause and recap what they've just done. They rolled at random. They flipped a die to a different number. They rolled again. You seemingly had no control over any of this, but in reality, the sequence funnels them straight to the force card. Simply add the numbers on the dice and count that many cards from the pile onto the deck, and give them this card and ask them not to look at it. Now, simply count the number of cards that are left in your hand. It will always be 7 cards. Use this to say, the cards are telling me it's a 7. Then do the red-black dealing. Start with black, and then alternating red, black, red. The final card you deal will always correspond to the correct color. Then, for the suit, you just have to pretend that the card is telling you it's 7 of spades. Finally, reveal the other 7s. Pull the 7 of clubs and show it. Then dramatically produce the red 7s from the deck. And if you want a little kicker, say, you might be wondering, what if I chose a different card like an ace? Then finally reveal the 4 aces. And that's it, folks. That's the full performance and tutorial for this brilliant trick from Richard Vollmer's Descartes. It's a stunning blend of math, subtlety, and psychology. If you found this helpful, if you learned something new, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support means the world to me. I've got plenty more amazing tricks, tutorials, and hidden gems coming your way every week. Until next time, happy practicing, stay curious, and remember, the cards always know. I'm that magic guy, and I'll see you in the next one.